Tonight we welcome George Orwell to the evening edition of The Late Show with Edward Lambert. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
In your 1945, you published your book, Animal Farm. Can you tell us what your novel is about?
I wrote Animal Farm about the Russian Revolution. A small group of people had all the wealth and power, while the rest of the people were struggling. The Tsar government was overthrown, and a new government was started. Even with the good intentions of creating a fair and just society for all, power corrupts. The people, or animals in this case, were left worse off. In the beginning, there were rules for ensuring the happiness and equality of all the animals. Two pigs, Snowball, who was Trotsky, and Napoleon, who was Stalin, emerged as leaders. Snowball wanted a prosperous country where everyone is treated fairly and equally. Napoleon was a manipulative, selfish pig who wanted all the wealth and power for himself. He trained an army of puppies to obediently and viciously protect him, and Napoleon was able to kick Snowball off the farm. Napoleon used propaganda, which is threats and lies, to keep the animals obedient to his authority. While he manipulates through speaking of the ideals of equality and hard work, his own actions were very different. Napoleon initially has good intentions, but as he gains power, he becomes more corrupt. By the end of the novel, the pigs were as corrupt and evil as the humans that they had overthrown.
In your story, the animals often sing the song Beasts of England. What's the importance of that song?
The song Beasts of England is a battle cry for their rebellion and also an anthem that keeps the animals spirited. Also, the Beast of England is important for the animals because in the beginning it is what unites them. Not only this, but it is a symbol of change for animals. It says that bright will shine the fields of England, purer shall its water be, sweeter yet shall blow breezes on the day that sets us free. While the animals sing this song, they are hoping to leave the dictatorship of Mr. Jones and into their own democracy, where the animals rule the animals. But when Napoleon bans the singing of this song, it represents that they are going back into where they started in, which is a dictatorship.
Please tell us more about what the character Boxer represents.
Boxer is the strongest and hardest working animal on the farm. Boxer naively trusts the pigs and adopts the mottos, "I will work harder" and "Napoleon is always right." Boxer represents the working class and shows dedication, loyalty, and a huge capacity for labor. However, Boxer suffers from what I see as the working class's weakness, which is a naive trust in the good intentions of the highly intelligent animals, which happen to be the pigs, and an inability to recognize even the most obvious forms of political corruptions. When the pigs send Boxer to the glue factory, it's just another example of the pigs' betrayal.
Although you died in 1950, if you were still alive, would you feel there are any similarities between Animal Farm and our modern American society?
As my book is about power corrupting, Animal Farm is timeless and a metaphor for many societies, including modern America. You don't have to look any farther than the past presidential election and the current administration. Hitler once said, "Make the lie big, make it simple, keep saying it, and eventually they will believe it." I believe both government use lies and manipulations to justify their positions of power and self-serving policies. Animal Farm had Squealer with no morals who used propaganda to justify his latest deceptive and selfish actions. Your current administration uses alternative facts, lies which change more rapidly than what I wrote about in my book. In Animal Farm, as in modern America, others are blamed for everything that goes wrong in society. In Animal Farm, Snowball and humans are blamed for all the problems. One of their commandments is 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. In America, Mexican immigrants are called rapists and murderers, Muslims are terrorists, and women can be mistreated if the man holds enough power. In both societies, the rules don't apply if you are powerful enough. Although both societies began with a premise that all are created equal, the rule appears to change into some are more equal than others. In Animal Farm, the pigs work less hard but get all the best food while the animals are starving. In America, the politicians just voted for a healthcare bill that will benefit the rich and leave 20 million more people without medical benefits. The new tax proposal will also benefit the rich while hurting the poor. The poor are told by the rich, keeping more of their money, the benefit will trickle down to everyone else. But as a result of corruption and greed, the poor will never get the benefit. In both societies, The rich will get richer and more powerful, while the struggle for the poor gets worse.
Do you believe an ideal society will ever happen?
While I do wish for a more perfect society that could happen, I do not think it's realistic. In an animal farm, the pigs lead everyone to believe that they are going to make life better. And at first they did have good intentions, but as they began to get more power, they became more corrupt. Their policies only benefited the pigs. In society, both in Animal Farm and today, a lot has been said about helping the poor and disadvantaged, yet it seems that in actuality, society only benefits the people on top that have wealth and power. Lord Acton once said, "Power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely." As long as this is true, and greed and corruption exist, we will never have a fair and just society.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
This has been The Late Show with Edward Bamberg.
In conclusion, I rate this book a 10 out of 10 because its connection to history it is as relevant as it was when he wrote it as it is today. Thank you for listening to my presentation.